Hey everyone, it's Rylee, and today I'm going to be setting up July in my bullet journal. And if you've missed the last few plan with me's, you may not have been introduced to my new journal yet. And it's this one right here, which is a journal that I actually designed and launched. It should be available in my Etsy shop. If it's sold out right now, keep checking. I do plan to bring more in stock if things go well with these. But yeah, these journals have vegan leather cover with gold foil, 160 GSM pages. They are stark white. They've got nice light colored dots. I really love these journals. I may be a bit biased, but they really have everything that I look for in a journal, but they're a lot more budget friendly than lots of the journals that I've used in the past. So that's what I am using today for my bullet journal setup. There are also other colors available over here if you do feel like checking those out. So if you want to plan along with me, today we're doing a really doable, attainable theme. I hope that it's not intimidating for you, because that is not what bullet journaling is meant to be. It's meant to be really functional and practical and serve your needs well. So my needs, I like to be creative, so I do a bit of doodling and calligraphy and stuff like that, but also I like just like productivity. You know, I like having a very clear page for my monthly tasks, my monthly events, and that kind of stuff. So I don't add a lot of extra fluff that I'm not going to use. I just kind of add some doodles as a border around what I am for sure going to use. So grab your journals, grab your markers, your pens, whatever it is. If you want to shop my journals, again, the link is down below, and let's start planning July. So here are the journals that I mentioned. They come in blue, pink, and green, and the links for these journals, as well as the supplies that I'm using throughout the video, are going to be down in the description. And I actually started this journal in May, even though that's kind of a weird time to start a new journal. So this is the third month that I'll be setting up in here. So to start, I'm just doing some calligraphy for the title, and I'm going in with a black fine liner and adding kind of a drop shadow to all of the bottom right hand sides of the letters. And this theme in general was inspired by two things. First of all, a creator over on Instagram named alllll. I absolutely love her bullet journal themes. They blow me away every time. And she's done this sort of thing with like the blocks of color or circles of color multiple times, and I just thought it was a really cute idea. So I decided to take her like blocks of color approach and then do my own theme, which is these little snails. And these actually came from a little sleeper set that my mom bought for our baby that's coming soon. So if you guys haven't been following along, I am on sort of a modified bed rest right now. I sit up for 20 to 30 minutes every 2 hours. Other than that, I'm lying down all day, and so that's because of my pregnancy. So baby will be coming soon, most likely in July, which is why I thought I wanted to make it like somehow related to baby stuff. And I've just been staring at this little sleeper for the last few weeks, you know, just to kind of encourage me while I'm lying there on the couch by myself. So I decided to take it and turn it into a bullet journal theme with these little snails. And a tool that I'm using to help me this month is from Maker's Cabinet. This is called their Iris tool. So it is the best way to make circles. I've never seen anything like it, but you can adjust the size. It tells you on the edge how big your circle is, and then you can simply just drag it around to make your circle bigger, smaller, and then trace. It's really as easy as that. And Maker's Cabinet is a really, really high quality website. Their products are beautiful. I have a few of them, and this is definitely my favorite, mostly because it's the most unique. I've really never seen anything like this before. So I'll be using this all throughout this month, and I would love it if you guys would check out their products that I'm going to have linked in the description if you're interested. So this part that I'm doing right now is the part that was really inspired by alllll on Instagram. She's done this yellow blocky thing with a few different themes, and she always uses this same yellow, which actually has been my kind of favorite Tombow for a long time. I mean, I say favorite Tombow, I really kind of have two sets of favorites. Like in theory, yellow is my favorite color always, and this is it. Like my room has been yellow since I was like 14. I mean, now it's not because I'm married and I don't live in my childhood bedroom, but you know. Anyways, so I've always loved this yellow, but I don't actually use it that much in my journal. I tend to use a lot more green and a lot more gray. But this is definitely one of my favorites, and it's the color 991 by Tombow. So I did some of those circles, and I'm just using a bunch of gray and some black and white washi tape all around the page. And then I'm going to do something that I don't do very often, which is use a ruler. So this ruler is from Mr. Pen, and I just wanted to make sort of a bold black outline with things. So I'm using a size 08 fine liner, the biggest one that I have, before going into a felt tip and making a nice crisp outline here. So moving over to the left-hand page, this is going to be my task list, and I do a page like this every month. And yes, now being on this sort of modified bed rest, my tasks do look a lot different. They're not nearly as involved as normal, but it's still so nice just to kind of have a place to record all the things that I just want to get done this month, or even some things that I want my husband to get done to prepare for baby coming, since I can't really be the one setting all that stuff up right now. So that's what this is going to be, just kind of a hub for all of the tasks that I want to do this month. And I like to split mine up into sections. You can use whatever kind of categories work for your life. For me, the categories that I've been using lately are, first of all, home. That's going to be the biggest one, mostly baby stuff. Then I've got work, which if you guys have been following along, you'll know that I dropped down from 2 videos a week to 1 during this bed rest period. And then also a category for other. And this is often just like, I don't know, like people that I want to get in touch with. I want to FaceTime or something, things that don't really fall into either category that I just need to get done this month. So those are my 3 boxes that I've got here, and that's really it for my tasks page. It's not always like the cutest page in my spreads, but it is definitely one of the most functional, so I always use a page like this. So I just finished up that page with my alphabet stamps from Paperwrld, and flipping over now, I'm doing the only other spread that I'll be doing in this setup. So again, it's a pretty short one. I really don't like adding extra fluff to my pages. I don't add pages that I don't really need. So I've tried habit tracking at a monthly scale. I just don't use it. Mood tracking, don't use it. So I really just keep my pages very minimal. So this is the last one here, and this is my calendar. But it also has space to write down things about YouTube and sort of a focus for each week. So again, I'm starting off using that iris from Maker's Cabinet and just kind of scattering some circles all around the page. So just for a bit more of an update, I know lots of you guys ask in the comments and on Instagram how things are going, and things are honestly going quite well. The end is definitely in sight, and so doing all this bed rest is a lot easier now than it was like 2 months ago. So I started my bed rest on April 4th. I was only 20 weeks pregnant, or 22 weeks pregnant at the time. And by the time you guys see this video, I will be almost 34 weeks along, which is pretty huge. That's a nice milestone for us. And so at this point, we're expecting baby to come probably a few weeks after this video goes up, hopefully, which is honestly much longer than we ever expected to make it. So things are going really well. Obviously, I'm pretty tired of lying on the couch all the time, but now that the end is in sight, it's definitely a lot more bearable. I also have recently picked up crocheting. I don't really know anything fancy. All I do is like the single crochet stitch right now, but I've been making little baby hats and stuff like that. So that's been kind of fun to do just while I am lying down, because I can't really do like bullet journaling and drawing stuff when I'm lying down. I've tried and it was just a mess. So crochet and listening to audiobooks and what else have I been doing? Listening to music? I don't know. That's pretty much it, but that's what's been getting me through this bed rest. And I did actually just recently finish an entire custom bullet journal. So it took me like probably 5 times as long as it normally does to finish a custom journal, because I was only working on it, you know, for 20 minutes at a time, a few times a day instead of like hours on end. But it was really fun, honestly. It just reminded me what a great job I have, like to be able to do bullet journaling stuff full time between Etsy and YouTube. I just felt really fortunate getting to make that bullet journal, and I'm definitely excited to start doing more of that stuff again. I have no clue, like this is my first baby, so I have no clue realistically how much of that I'm going to be able to do once baby gets here, but I am hoping to do as much as I can because I do really enjoy it, and I'm hoping to find a good balance there. So this page is starting to take shape. As you can see, I've got my calendar. I used the number stamps from Paperwrld that come along with the letters to do all of the numbers in there. And again, I'm just sticking with the ruler. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't often use rulers, but there are some themes where I just feel like a thick, crisp line is necessary. And I think that often comes when you do like more geometric themes like this. You know, since the circles are so perfect, I feel like the lines also need to be so perfect. So that's why I decided to use a ruler here. But normally I'm the type to just kind of freehand, let it fly, it'll turn out all right. So that's all for the calendar spread here. Now let's do a quick flip through, and I do want to remind you guys I am still making a giveaway bullet journal. It will have all of my 2022 themes, but it will be for 2023. I plan to give that away probably in November of this year, so this July theme will be July 2023 in there, so stay tuned to my channel if you're interested in winning a fully made custom journal for you in 2023. Thank you all so much for joining me to set up July in my bullet journal. I hope that you all enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.